Good morning. I'm Yvonne Cooper, Executive Director of the Canadian Institute for Military and Veterans Health Research, CIMVHR. A warm virtual welcome this morning and thank you all for joining us today. Merci d'être avec nous aujourd'hui pour cet événement virtuel. Before we begin, please allow me to acknowledge the Indigenous peoples of all the lands that we are on today. While we are meeting virtually, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the importance of the land, which we all call home. We do this to reaffirm our commitment and responsibility in improving relationships between nations and to improving our own understanding of local Indigenous peoples and their cultures. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes ensemble pour annoncer les bourses et les prix de l'Institut. We are gathered today to announce the winners of the Royal Canadian Legion Master's Scholarship, the Wounded Warriors Doctoral Scholarship, and the Dr. Mark Zamorsky Award. The history of these awards began in 2013 when Wounded Warriors Canada launched their prestigious student scholarship, followed by the Royal Canadian Legion launching theirs in 2014. Each are awarded annually at the CIMVHR Forum. In 2019, we were honored to add the Dr. Mark Zamorsky Award. Since the 2013 Forum, we have had the honor of presenting 13 master's and doctoral students these awards that celebrate their excellence and future potential as researchers. While our annual forum may be on hold, the valuable research supporting the health and wellness of our veterans, military members, and their families is not. And so we are very pleased to have the opportunity to celebrate 3 more emerging researchers today, recognizing their promise to the field of military, veteran, and family health. Before we begin, I have 2 housekeeping items I will quickly mention. If your internet quality is poor, click on the click here to switch stream to view at a lower bandwidth. The video quality will decrease, but the audio should remain the same. If you're having any technical issues, click on Request Help bubble on the bottom right-hand corner of the webcast page. Your help request will be emailed back to the email address you provided. I will now pass things over to Dr. David Pedler, CIMVHR Scientific Director, to present the Wounded Warriors Doctoral Scholarship in Military and Veteran Health Research.
Thank you, Yvonne. This is a great day. Bonjour à tous et toutes. Nous sommes très fiers de nos partenariats qui encouragent les jeunes chercheurs à continuer dans notre domaine. Wounded Warriors is a national mental health service provider creating mental health programs that support Canada's veterans, first responders, and their families. In recognition of the importance of research, in 2013, Wounded Warriors made a 10-year, $400,000 commitment to CIMVHR to help increase research supporting the military and veteran community. The scholarship is awarded to a PhD candidate who demonstrates excellence in their proposed research while exhibiting significant potential for a high impact career in military, veteran, and family health research. The scholarship is valued at $36,000 over 2 years and is awarded to a doctoral level student conducting research on issues relevant to military members, veterans, and their families. The 2020 Wounded Warriors Doctoral Scholarship in Military and Veteran Health Research, I'm proud to announce, is awarded to Kate St. Cyr from the University of Toronto for her research about sex-specific differences in mental health service utilization amongst Canadian Armed Forces veterans in Ontario, a population-based study. Huge congratulations, Kate. I now invite you to say a few words.
Thanks very much, David. I'm honored to be this year's recipient of the Wounded Warriors Canada Doctoral Scholarship, joining a wonderful group of emerging veteran health researchers. This award, as David mentioned, will support my doctoral research project exploring sex-specific differences in mental health service utilization amongst Canadian Armed Forces veterans residing in Ontario. I'm excited to start working in partnership with Wounded Warriors and CIMVHR to continue their efforts to improve the health and well-being of Canadian veterans, both now and into the future.
This year's scholar, Kate St. Cyr, attends the Della Lana School of Public Health at the University of Toronto. Kate continues the outstanding tradition of excellence that has been the hallmark of all our doctoral scholars. Kate's research topic is focused on sex-specific differences in mental health service utilization among Canadian Armed Forces veterans in Ontario. This important work will contribute to research in understanding mental health services of our veterans, and in particular female veterans. It seems like just yesterday that we announced our 10-year, $400,000 commitment to funding this scholarship in partnership with CIMVHR. That commitment was a symbol of the way ahead for our organization. Today, we are positioned as a leading mental health service provider for veterans, first responders, and their families. Research has been, and will continue to be, central to our development. Our services offer culturally appropriate, group-based interventions that are clinically facilitated and grounded in evidence that draws upon leading trauma research. This work has been made possible thanks to the faith that Canadians have placed in our mission. In particular, we are indebted to Lundbeck for their sponsorship of our doctoral scholarship. Kate, on behalf of all of us, welcome to the Wounded Warriors Canada family. We look forward to following your progress, and we're grateful for your contribution to Canada's veterans.
Congratulations, Kate. We look forward to learning more about your research. And now, Dr. Stéphanie Bélanger, our Associate Scientific Director at CIMVHR, will join us to announce the recipient of the Royal Canadian Legion Master's Scholarship in Veteran Health Research.
Depuis 1925, la Légion royale canadienne travaille pour faire une différence dans la vie des anciens combattants et des anciennes combattantes et de leurs proches, en fournissant des services essentiels dans nos communautés et en se souvenant des hommes et des femmes qui se sont sacrifiés pour leur pays. En 2014, the Legion looked forward to the ongoing needs of our veterans and launched the Royal Canadian Legion Master's Scholarship in Veteran Research Health. The scholarship was created to ensure that when our servicemen and women return home, they have the support they need to address physical, mental, and social challenges as they reintegrate into family and community life. The scholarship aims to help create support systems based on research evidence from the best and brightest Canada has to offer. The Royal Canadian Legion Scholarship is valued at $30,000 over 2 years to a master's level student specializing in research related to veterans and their families. The 2020 Royal Canadian Legion Master's Scholarship is awarded to Hakim Khalaf from the University of Toronto for his research in improving traumatic brain injury classification using multimodal data-driven approaches. Congratulations, Hakim. I now invite you to say a few words.
It is a great honor for me to receive the Royal Canadian Legion Master's Scholarship. I would like to personally thank the Royal Canadian Legion and CIMVHR for this outstanding opportunity. Traumatic brain injury is the signature injury in both Iraq and Afghanistan war zones and the leading cause of mortality in Canadians under 40 years of age. My research aims at reclassifying this condition using novel multimodal approaches and assess patients with traumatic brain injury and their families in both military and civilian populations. I'm very excited to join the Royal Canadian Legion community during my graduate studies and beyond. And thank you very much again.
Hello, bonjour. I'm Tom Irvine, Dominion President of the Royal Canadian Legion. I'm proud to congratulate the winner of this year's $30,000 Royal Canadian Legion Scholarship in Veteran Health Research, Dr. Abdel Hakim Khalaf of the University of Toronto. Dr. Khalaf has an extensive history in studying traumatic brain injury, or TBI, including in veterans. He realized that they are at an increased risk due to their work, and in addition, from penetrating and blast injuries. He recognized the treatment of this population requires a unique approach and noticed the current TBI classification system needs upgrading. Because of his smart observations, Dr. Khalaf will break new ground as he develops a new classification system and looks at the risks of TBI, complications, and the best treatment options. We are excited to know this could ultimately lead to better health outcomes for our veterans. Since 2013, when we established our annual scholarship, we have seen incredible applicants and research proposals. Topics like improving the odds of a soldier surviving gunshot wounds or investigating the possibility of erasing fear memory. Research work that leads to improved health outcomes for our veterans also benefits their families and communities. I commend the ongoing work of the Canadian Institute for Military and Veteran Health Research. CIMVHR is always at the forefront of innovation by supporting new research and facilitating collaboration. Thank you for what you do. I would also like to congratulate all the other award recipients. Each of you is contributing new facts and information to make our world a better place. The evidence-based knowledge that comes from innovative research helps the Legion pursue a range of advocacy work in areas such as operational stress injury and homelessness. Our mission focuses on the overall well-being of our veterans, and our definition of veterans includes the RCMP. Dr. Khalaf, on behalf of our 260,000 members, we wish you the best of luck with your research related to traumatic brain injury. Your work will play an important role in improving the lives of our veterans, and I thank you.
Congratulations, Hakeem. We look forward to hearing more about your research and to working with you. Now, our next presenter is new to the CIMVHR team, but not new to the CIMVHR community. Dr. Diane Grohl, a researcher and adjunct professor in the Department of Psychiatry at Queen's University, and now it is my pleasure to introduce you to her as our new Assistant Scientific Director. Diane, welcome, and over to you to present the Dr. Mark Zamorsky Award.
Thank you, Yvonne. After many years of working with CIMVHR and participating in the annual CIMVHR Forum, I'm keenly aware of the value that CIMVHR places on supporting researchers. This is a value that was shared by Dr. Mark Zamorsky, a specialist in epidemiological and health services research on mental health problems in military personnel. In addition to his own award-winning research efforts, Dr. Zamorsky led the research and analysis section of the Directorate of Mental Health for the Canadian Forces Health Service Group from 2002 until his passing in 2018. Prior to his passing, Dr. Zamorsky and his husband, Phillip Edwards, set up a $5,000 annual award for postgraduate students studying epidemiological and mental health problems in military personnel, veterans, and their families. Dr. Zamorsky's legacy lives on through his research, and each year we present this award in his name. The 2020 Dr. Mark Zamorsky Award goes to Valérie Ranger from the University of Ottawa for her research in cognitive reserve, cognition, and post-traumatic stress disorder, findings from the Canadian Longitudinal Study on Aging. Félicitations à Valérie, je vous invite à dire quelques mots.
Thank you very much. It's really an honor to receive this award. And my research focuses on cognition, cognitive reserve, and post-traumatic stress disorder in this study utilizing data from the Canadian Longitudinal Study on Aging. And the study aims to understand how cognitive changes evolve across time with a particular attention placed on the veteran population. I would really like to thank Phillip Edwards on behalf of Dr. Mark Zamorsky for helping me support this research.
Good afternoon. The Dr. Mark Zamorsky Award is awarded annually to a postgraduate student to enhance their specialization in epidemiological and mental health research involving currently serving military personnel, veterans, and/or their families. This award was created to honor the legacy of my husband, Dr. Mark Zamorsky, a specialist in epidemiological and health services research on mental health problems in military personnel, and who, from its inception, was a steadfast CIMVHR supporter. Mark moved to Canada in 2002 to lead the research and analysis section of the Directorate of Mental Health at the Canadian Forces Health Services Group, a position he held for the next 16 years until his passing in 2018. The award was first given in 2019. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the 2020 recipient of the Dr. Mark Zamorsky Award is Valerie Ranger, MA. Valerie is currently studying at the University of Ottawa, and her area of research focuses on cognition, cognitive reserve, and post-traumatic stress disorder in a study utilizing data from the Canadian Longitudinal Study on Aging. Her study aims to understand how cognitive changes evolve across time, and with particular attention on the veteran population. Congratulations to you, Valerie, on winning this award. And as an aging veteran myself, I will be quite interested in the conclusions that you reach from your research.
Truly, truly spectacular. Congratulations to Valerie, Kate, and Hakeem on your scholarships and award. And thank you to the Royal Canadian Legion, Wounded Warriors Canada, and Phillip Edwards on behalf of Dr. Zamorsky for your generosity and your commitment to supporting the next generation of researchers working to find the very best ways to support our military veterans and their families. And to everyone that has joined us virtually today, thank you for taking the time to celebrate with our recipients. While we may not be gathered live at our annual forum, that in no way diminishes our desire to celebrate the hard work these individuals have put into their research work. Help spread the word and share news of these awards on your social accounts. CIMVHR will be posting about them today too. Connect with us on Facebook and Twitter to share these incredible accomplishments. Thank you all and stay well. Merci à tout le monde et restez bien.